It's going down in Mexico, shorty. They say Mexico's most wanted dealer, El Mencho, just got killed in a military operation. And that sent that whole Mexico up, folks. I ain't gonna lie. I heard they was breaking into, I seen it on video. They was breaking into airports and taking American citizens hostage. They tweaking out there, fool. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. Apparently, they got El Mencho's son captured as well. In this video that's going viral on Reddit right now, you see a guy who looked like he in captivity. Apparently, that's El Mencho's son, who I'm pretty sure was part of the leader of the cartels and all that stuff. They're making him keep his head down. They got him, seemed like he got him handcuffed. And it seemed like they still in Mexico. So it's you know it's for Showski going down. And then I want to show y'all something else too. Let me see if I can. This is what I want to show y'all right here. So this the video I seen. So after El Mencho got the cartels start going in the Guadalajara airport and just absolutely causing just fucking it up. Like, they kidnapping American tourists. Look at this, folks. Mother running out with their baggage and their luggage. They in there with. Look at this whole state of emergency. All these tourists scared as hell. It's crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Even the TSA agents, scared. This is what happens as a result of the war on drugs. Yeah, it's been cracking, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the video I had seen not too long ago. So, and the problem with this is, bro, these cartels is a different animal, gang. Like, they going to real war with the National Guard. Like, we don't see this in America, gang. Like, they in a real combat war, bro. This was yesterday, which I'm pretty sure is when everything sparked up. Like, y'all see that smoke hitting that? That shit is like, they firing, gang. This is different, bro. Like, you don't see no savages from O Block or 63rd or 79th or Bloodhound. You don't see them getting in no shootout with the National Guard. What the f? Barely.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's why I don't understand why the, like, listen, gang. I don't know why I went to Mexico. I told my wife the other day, like, why the f did we go to Mexico? Why did we do that? We weren't supposed to be out there doing that. I ain't never going back to Mexico. Y'all catch me in Italy, for them graves, Switzerland. You know what I'm saying, though? Like South Africa, places that's fucking normal, bro. I'm not going to no place where it's going to war, not with the police. They going to war with the Mexican military, my guy. They got their own, but like, gang, can you imagine what the fuck would happen if a like King Von or Bloodhound Lil Jeff had bulletproof army Humvees and tanks and rockets and shit? Come on, gang. This is a real life, full-blown war, bro. This looked like, come on, bro. This looked like a movie, bro. Only difference is they not getting into it with another cartel. They at war with the army. This is insane to me, bro. Like, what is going on? What's going on in the country to the point where alleged picture of El Mencho is going viral after his elimination? Oh, so they actually have a picture of him that's going viral after he got unalived, which it seemed like they had him on a gurney. So I don't know. It seemed from the story that Trap Lord was just reading, it seemed like they wasn't trying to kill him. I seemed like they just got into a war, and, you know, obviously his men ain't gonna let him get captured, so it was a shootout or whatever, and him and 3 other cartel members. Elimination leader, commonly known as El Mencho, was a joint operation carried out by the Special Forces, the United States and Mexico. So it seemed like, to me, it seems like it seems like they targeting police already, gang. They going to kill police. Like, you can't even be the damn police in Mexico, boy. Hey, listen, all my uno, dos, tres friends, okay? Listen, don't go outside, please, okay? Please, por favor. Please don't go outside. Don't mess with nobody. Please just run as far as you can go. Okay? These are crazy, man. I'm telling you right now. Hey, before I keep going, I gotta show y'all something real quick. Y'all know I love shining like new money for all the days I was broke. And GLD helps me do just that. Now, like, I actually wear this, like, all the time. And I'm one of them dudes that's picky with my jewelry. If it feels light, cheap, or weird on my neck, I'm not wearing it. But this, you can feel it immediately. The weight is right, the details are clean, and the clamps don't feel super flimsy. It's just all around solid. I mean, you throw this on and people start thinking you got your life figured out a lot more than you actually do. Compliments just start coming out of nowhere. Where you get your chain from, bro? GLD, boy! It's waterproof and sweatproof. Like, everything they make is guaranteed for life. So you ain't really got to stress about nothing falling apart like all that cheap ass jewelry that some people be selling. I ain't gonna say no names. Now, what I really like about GLD is they got options. You want something simple? Cool. You want something that stands out? Cool. They got chains, they got earrings, pendants, watches, whatever you need, they got it. And it's not one of them brands where you gotta spend crazy prices to actually get something nice and high quality. I ain't the only one rocking with them either, man. Millions of people rock with GLD all across the world. They got thousands of 5-star reviews. And let's just say it's a reason why you keep seeing GLD everywhere. So if you've been thinking like, man, I need one good chain to just put my outfit together, you might be going date night, Valentine's Day coming up, I don't know. This is probably your sign to go get you some nice jewelry. So I'm gonna hook y'all up. Right now, new customers get 50% off if you use the code MACMULA. Half off, bro. 50% off your order if you use the code MACMULA. Half off, bro. Go to GLD.com, use the code MACMULA when you placing your order and save 50%. All right, let's get back to the video. I'm sorry, gang. It's hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that these niggas, okay, they call themselves the cartel, but it's really just a gang. So you telling me this gang of people is going to war with the not only the police but the National Guard and the army? What the fuck am I supposed to do? You see what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do when y'all going to war with the army? Nothing. I'm finna sit in my crib and make some tacos, man. Y'all, shit, man. And I know, you feel me? Shit, I know Trump been stingy with the border, but y'all gotta get over the wall, my friend. Something. That is crazy, folks. Trap Lord Ross finna break it down for us. Shout out to
This
Trap Lord
is the
Ross.
latest news. Okay, Mexico's most wanted dealer El Mencho has been in a military operation as violent clashes erupt across the country.
Boy,
and we're seeing footage of burnt out cars, okay, organized crime groups are setting fires all across the Mexican resort city of Puerto Vallarta. On Sunday. They're basically turning the country upside down.
Yeah.
They're taking their ball and going home because their leader, unfortunately, was assassinated. And they're super, super not happy, okay? This is Mexico City. Nemesio El Mencho Oseguera Cervantes, the powerful and long-pursued head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel and one of the world's most wanted traffickers, died following a Mexican military operation. Sunday, handing the country a consequential victory as it looks to show tangible results to the Trump administration.
So I think they're saying that Trump helped Mexico and Mexico's military him for obvious reasons. They wanted him to, he was responsible for a whole lot of murders, but he was also responsible for a whole lot of money. So you know how them get when they're I ain't Mexicans. I went to Mexico for my birthday, and I'm safe to say I will never be back. Them tripping. I did not leave the resort. From the grave.
Guerra, a former police officer, led the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG, as it became one of the most powerful and ruthless criminal organizations inside Mexico.
If you know anything about the cartels, you know CJNG has been tweaking. Like, they've been acting a fool for a minute. Like, they've taken posture. They cut niggas' heads off on camera. They going crazy.
According to the US DEA. Violence would erupt in several states in Mexico after security forces from several federal branches of Mexico's military carried out the operation in the town of Tapalpa in the western state of Jalisco. Mexico's Secretariat of National Defense said that the U.S. authorities provided complementary information that supported the operation. So they're at the Americans. So the U.S. defense official confirmed that an interagency U.S. task force played a role in the operation. However, the precise role that the U.S. played is still unclear. Since its establishment in January, the Joint Interagency Task Force Counter Cartel has regularly worked with the Mexican military through U.S. Northern Command to combat cartel operations along the U.S.-Mexico border, U.S. officials say. However, I just want to emphasize this was a Mexican military operation, so the success is theirs. They want to distance themselves from this, okay, because it's popping off.
Right.
It says, during the raid, CJNG members traded fire with government forces, resulting in 4 gang members being killed at the scene, the defense ministry said. Oseguera and 2 others were seriously injured and died as they were being transported via aircraft to Mexico City, according to the ministry. 3 Mexican military personnel were also injured in the operation and transferred to a hospital
so
in
they
Mexico.
wasn't trying to kill them? 2 others were seriously injured and died as they were being transported via. So I think they wasn't even trying to kill them. I think obviously, you know, I think they was trying to maybe arrest him like they did El Chapo, but obviously them cartel not going for that, okay? So they got into a shootout, and it seemed like he died during treatment.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum lauded the work of the agencies involved in the mission. Mexico's various state governments are working in full coordination to address the disorder, Sheinbaum said on Sunday, adding that activities are proceeding normally in most of the country. We work every day for the peace, security, justice, and well-being of Mexico, and that's him. Okay,
that's him. We seen this face before, boy.
Very, very crazy situation that's transpired. Okay, chaos has now erupted across Mexico. The military operations triggered a series of violent events across the state of Jalisco, which is scheduled to host 4 matches of the 2026 World Cup in June. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's such a good idea.
That ain't
That's
happening.
in June of this year.
They gonna blow that.
I don't know about that.
That
Before
ain't
spreading to other states such as Michoacan and Guanajuato. Okay, my Mexicans, my Spanish ain't really all that, but anyway. Suspected members of organized crime groups would set buses on fire, blocked roads in the area, clashing with authorities. Jalisco Governor Pablo Lemus Navarro would report. Video obtained by CNN showed multiple fires burning and plumes of smoke rising across Puerto Vallarta, a resort town popular with U.S. tourists on Mexico's west coast. As a result of the violence, Air Canada has now suspended flights to Puerto Vallarta. And during the operation, Lemus urged residents to remain in their homes and said public transportation services in Jalisco would be suspended until the situation is under control. It's out of control. The government said the violence has spread to at least 5 states, and they urge the public to avoid traveling on highways. You can't even travel on the highways because the cartels are so turned right now. The Michoacan Public Security Secretariat reported efforts are underway to restore traffic flow following the road blockades. Meanwhile, the Guanajuato Security and Peace Secretariat reported fires at pharmacies and convenience stores in different parts of the state. You can't go shopping, you can't use the highway. It's a big problem over there. No injuries reported, but there's been property damage. They announced the deployment of a security operation in coordination with the Army, the National Guard, and the Municipal Police. The U.S. State Department have even issued a travel advisory urging U.S. citizens to shelter in place in the Mexican states of Jalisco, Tamaulipas, and Michoacan due to an ongoing security operations and related road blockages and criminal activity. So
I don't want to read the whole, like, damn, he just reading the whole thing. Can we get some more, like...
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but as you can see, this is the poster, $15 million for the arrest or conviction, and BBC News is trash, so I shouldn't have even loaded that up. But let's have a look at what people are saying on Reddit about this situation. Okay, basically, this is going around r/World News. It's got 2,000 comments, 19,000 upvotes. This is super viral, and everybody wants to know about it. The leader of the Mexico's Jalisco Cartel, Nemesio Ruben Oseguera, Savant, big one. This dude has basically been the top cartel guy in Mexico for like a decade or more. I've been reading about him for years. He was saying, yeah, there's a famous phone call where he calls the police chief and asks him what the F his officers are doing harassing my boys. And the police chief apologizes and promises to pull everybody back.
I remember that.
All right, I've got the audio here. So let's refamiliarize ourselves with El Mencho's, you know, very, very hardline approach on the police and the amount of power that he has, because this is going to break it down.
16. El Mencho, the notoriously violent leader of Jalisco's new generation cartel, was furious after law enforcement began arresting his men and shutting down several of his operations. operations. In response, El Mencho called his local police chief's phone and gave him a scary wake-up call.
Delta 1.
Hey, ¿quién habla?
Mira bien, hijo de tu madre. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu gente a la... Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu partidas, si no te voy a partir tu madre, tienes toda tu bola de perros. Te tengo identificados 30 güeyes. Hasta tus perros te voy a matar si no te relajas, güey. ¿Cómo ves?
Ya está, señor, ahorita los va.
He said, what did you say? That nigga said, yes, sir. It's the police chief, bro. This is the police chief. He calling, cussing his ass out like.
Hasta tus perros te voy a matar si no te relajas, güey. ¿Cómo ves?
He said, what do you say? Like it's his daddy or something. He said, what do you say? He said, yes, sir. I'll tell them to
Ya
back
está, señor,
down.
ahorita los va.
Crazy.
¿Te me
Nigga.
ponen a tiros o tú eres el primero que vas a marchar por ellos, León?
Señor, usted me conoce, usted sabe que yo soy capitán.
Uno no se mete con ustedes para que se pasen de...
No, señor, ahorita yo se las va.
He said, no, señor.
Mírenmeles a todos los hijos de su... Porque todos agarran dinero y son buenos de puercos. No quiero que me apagues este...
Basically saying, y'all take my money, so I give y'all my money, and y'all still playing with my people. Even though I'm paying y'all off, y'all taking my money, and y'all still doing. I'm gonna show you something. You feel me?
Teléfono, después te voy a marcar, güey. A ver si no se relajaron a la...
Sí, señor, usted me conoce, usted sabe que hay respeto.
So even the cops are talking about, look, we're on your side, I'm on your side, all right? People saying, look, yep, though El Mencho does sound shook in that interaction. He probably thought the government is going to replace his ass despite all the bribes he's giving the government, and now looks like it finally happened.
Yep.
People saying, I live around the state this sack of used to crime around, and as I'm writing this, they're burning convenience stores and pharmacies in retaliation. I don't know what gas station sushi did to these guys, but they're
like
pissed.
what the f does that have to do with
comment's wild.
anything?
Says the worst part is how they carry themselves around as if they deserve to lash out, like if they were a humanitarian force or rebellion. They're the worst of the worst when it comes to people, and I use that in a broad sense. Says, yeah, you'd think
I don't want to read Reddit comments all day. It's not his reading Wikipedia. Like,
no
what the fuck do I want to
they're
read?
doing now is nothing else down. One man entered the ISA, all right, JNG. They control the trade routes and they control the border plazas. Then on top of it, they control wholesale.
So yeah, gang. All right.